toma, por favor, llévatela. Gracias. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are live at the SAP Global Partner Summit 2018 in Orlando. This is an exciting day, and basically, we're going to be just walking around the show floor and trying to get you a sense of the atmosphere. It's really, really intense. There's a lot of partners, a lot of cool things going on. So we want to give you a sneak peek into what's happening this year in 2018 at the SAP Global Partners Summit. So stay tuned, and we'll be going around shortly. So we are live from the SAP Global Partner Summit 2018, and I am excited to walk you around a little bit and show you what's happening this year with our partners. We are really excited to share many products, many solutions for you. And one of the key highlights and where I'm working on this year is really in the education and skill development booth. And you can see that we are doing a lot of work with our partners and helping to enable them to get the right skill set. And so there's a lot of available tools and assets that I want to talk a little bit about later. But for now, I want to walk you over and share just some very basic insights about what the atmosphere is this year. And please feel free to comment and let me know if you want me to stop by a booth, and I'll be happy to go there and ask some questions. So use me as your voice. If you cannot make it, you cannot be here, write to me, and I'll try to get to the booth that you like most. That could be anything from SAP Cloud Platform, HANA, education, S4 HANA, Analytics Cloud, whatever you're most interested in. I'll try to go to the booth and talk to the staffers there, and give you a sneak peek of what's happening.
How's your setup going?
All good, all good.
You expecting somebody?
Are you guys free? Can you talk a little bit?
No. This guy wants to speak with you, I think.
Oh, okay. I'm doing a live recording. Yeah, but yeah.
What's this?
Are you free?
Yes.
Okay. You wanna?
Put it in my ear.
So I'm here with Mark Concannon and William, and thanks for taking the heat.
No problem.
With not a lot of prior announcements. So the nature of this video is an experiment, and basically the idea is walk around and see what people are doing. Very simply, what are you guys doing here? What is your where are you focusing on this year?
Yeah, so I'm here to promote the Partner Benefits Catalog. So the catalog is basically a tool for SAP partners to avail of all the services that are available to them. It's one point of contact. They can log on, get all premium services, benefit services, all the really cool stuff that can help to grow their business.
Awesome. And William, you are in a little bit different team, right? Different focus, but
yeah.
What is it that you do?
So specifically around marketing. So as Mark mentioned, the services available in the Partner Benefits Catalog cover the full life cycle of our partners. So I focus on the marketing, so helping partners with digital demand generation, making sure their websites, social channels are really nurturing any leads that come in, and that we're getting the best for our partners and customers.
Super cool. And what kind of partner questions did you get so far? What is it that they're interested in this year?
Yeah, look, it's a very broad topic. I mean, I guess with the Partner Benefits Catalog, we don't just focus on one. partner types. So we have build, we have sell, we have service.
Right.
But I guess the main question for every partner is how can they do more? So a big focus for us at the moment is the promotion of digital tools. So we work closely with the guys over here on the digital selling motion.
We're going to go check them out in a bit.
Yeah, so we try and promote them tools and build our partners' competencies to allow them to generate some pipeline. So
super cool, super cool. William?
Yeah, very similar. So partners want to know what's new, what are SAP doing. So as Mark mentioned, the digital sales motion is a really important factor. Using things like video, so it's great to see you're doing some live video as well, and we're hoping to see partners adopt this as well.
Absolutely. I really admire the work you guys do with video and for partners, right? So I guess nowadays it's more and more coming up and more leverage. So this is something that we also want our partners to work with and to leverage across their ecosystem, their customers. It's just one experiment out of the many, and of course it's difficult to give a 100% deep dive into everything, but I appreciate both your time, guys. Any thoughts for partners, what they definitely should do today that they should not miss out on?
I think it's definitely come by and see us at the Partner Benefits Catalog booth, and also I think you should check out the Digital Selling Motion booth. Our colleague Seamus is working with the guys from the Digital Transformation Office, and some really cool, funky stuff.
Super cool. Thank you.
Yeah, same. Visit the Partner Benefits Catalog booth and Digital Sales Motion, and just come up and say hi, and we'll help you out.
Super cool. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Live check-in from Partner Summit, and we'll continue our little tour. Thanks, guys. So I start off from our booth here in the SAP Partners Genius Bar with training and skills development. And as you can see, as we go around here, we've got in the center the Partner Benefits Catalog guys, who we just spoken with. So a lot of good content from their side. And as we move over here, we can learn about pipeline creation resources. And here, what's something that must be familiar to probably most of our partners, if not all our partners, the partneredge.com website. A definitely must have and a central point of access where you can find everything relevant for you. So that's where actually you can also enable your learning room accesses. That's what I highly recommend checking out. And we're going to try to speak to some of these folks here. Hi, Daniel Szabo. It's a live interview. I just want to introduce our booths and what's happening here. Like 30 seconds.
They're probably better qualified than me to do it.
Awesome.
Maybe Susanna wants to do it. They want to run down.
So, well, thank you for accepting this on such a short notice. We could say pretty short. So basically, we are live on YouTube, through YouTube, and our partners can watch this. It gives them an opportunity to get a sense of the atmosphere here at the Partners Summit. So as I'm going to be walking around, I'm going to be picking on some of the people and asking them to take some heat. So thank you for that, first of all. And I wanted to just ask a little bit of introduction and what is the Partners Portal? Why should partners definitely leverage it? There's so much good content there. And then some other questions that we have.
So SAPPartnerEdge.com is our designated partner site. So if partners aren't using it, they're missing out on a ton of great content designated only for partners. It's very easy to access. They've got user self-registration, but the content there is really the key. So whether it's sales, pricing, discounts, enablement, whatever it might be, it's only the content that they're going to find there is designated just for them.
Thank you. And do you see partners? Do you see that partners go there to access content and then go to another platform or another? So is this? Can we say this is sort of the central place for them to first start their partner journey and then go move further on?
Yeah, they can move from there to the Learning Hub. They can go to virtual agency or to the Manage My Partnership app or the Launchpad. So there's lots of they can hop off from the central point to get to wherever they want to.
It's a nice launchpad for them. It's a nice, easy launchpad to lots of different areas, but all the great content that they need there. So whether they're build partner, service partner, whatever they might be, there's designated content there for them.
And it's really personalized for them, so every partner can find his or her content. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and it's really great that you mentioned that the content piece. And most of the times when partners reach out to us and they ask, well, how can I get started? And sometimes there's so many ways to answer that, right? We can say, well, get started with this, get started with that. But I always tell them the Partners Portal is the first go-to place because that's where you're going to find the events, the content, etc. Right? Whether you're a sales.
Webinars, training, everything, the latest news, yeah, you can find everything there.
And even a section that is named Getting Started, that is really designated for each partner type or even also for the members of the open ecosystem. They can go there and then check, okay, what are the next steps? Because it's lots of content is there, so if they know how to get there, they start with Getting Started and then will be ramped up quickly.
Excellent, and I mean it couldn't be simpler than getting started. I think we really try to simplify things there. What is your experience, or what can you say as an advice to the partners who get the newsletter, the Partners newsletter? Right, it's one of the key sort of ways for them to get informed, and maybe not a lot of partners know that they can actually personalize this, right? So, is there anything that you might want to bring their attention to in that regards?
Yeah, that they can go to their profile and also check back on the profile constantly to see like all the new products that we have. And by selecting the product that they are interested in, they will also get the customized newsletter based on their partnership, based on their location, so that they really get the relevant news that they need to be successful in their business.
Awesome. Well, Britta, Louise, and Suzanne, thank you so much, and I really appreciate all your thoughts. So,
Partners come out and see us next year in person.
absolutely.
That'd be great. Yeah. Thanks again.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it. So we have here the Analytics Cloud booth. We have here the SAP Education. And we're going to go walk over to the database and data management, and then later on to the IOSV booths. So we're here with Scott Feldman. Thank you so much for again taking this on such a short notice. So
Oh, we just keep this down. My pleasure. It's me.
it's really him. It's proof. And so one of the things that we're doing this year is I'm offering our viewers, our partners, within our partner community and learning room and on social media to follow me across the show floor live and be able to ask questions and just go over to whatever they're most interested in. So database, data management, HANA, these are obviously very hot topics.
Yes.
And I just wanted to, maybe if you can give a little bit of introduction into why partners should care. Obviously, we're talking about the key technologies here, but
Yes.
what is it that you can mention to partners they shouldn't miss out on?
Oh, well, they should definitely not miss out on the opportunity with our community. What we're showing here is the SAP HANA, we call it the International Focus Group. Hold on. You got it? I don't know if they can see it. It's the SAP HANA International Focus Group. We launched this about 6 years ago. And we now have over 6,100 members that are customers for the most part. And partners have a very large role. We've called it the HANA because it originally started with HANA, but we're covering all topics around DDM, around data database management. So we've got Hub, we've got Data Hub, we've got SAP VOR, we've got all of the products on the portfolio in everything surrounding SAP HANA analytics. We have cloud solutions, S4 solutions, but we're mostly focused on the technology. And we've grown this over the years to a very, very large global population of customers. And the partners really want to interact with this community because they can get their message for what their offering is and what they're doing and how they interact with SAP and the solutions that they provide on the HANA platform, for example, into the customer hands via the community. Now, how do we do this? Via webinars, via content, via web pages that we can help them build and post into the community. And all of this comes at no cost to the partner at all.
Sounds pretty interesting, and I think that one of the key thoughts that come to my mind is you mentioned customer and partner, and I guess it's important for partners to be able to access a community where they can interact with their customers, and it's not just a partner community side. Is that correct?
No, it's not. This is something really different. So it's really aimed at customer, and our customers enter this community, and there's no charge to do that, and they consume all the content that's put into the community. So there's really multiple phases. Oftentimes we'll take an SAP expert like a product manager from SAP HANA and we'll do an entire series. So for example, we just did a multi-part, it's about a 10 or 12 part webinar series back in February on the SAP HANA 2 SPSO3 offerings and updates. So we did an update in conjunction with product management. That whole series is posted on this community. That's a consumable. Each of those was a unique individual webinar. With partners, we want to hear their stories. What are their solution offerings? What are they providing to the marketplace? How are they augmenting the solutions for our customers? And they can provide that into the community. We also want to spotlight their customer stories and their successes. So oftentimes, customers work with partners at SAP to deploy their solutions. We want to get those stories not necessarily told by SAP or by the partner, but told by the customer. And we want to get that story into the community. So we have a series of webinars called Spotlights that we've done where the customer actually tells their story. Now with partners that are listening to this, hopefully, they can go one step further. So if they want to set up a strategic plan that we can build an annual deliverable plan with them, then they can join a sponsorship program where we can actually ask them to contribute some funds and set aside some funding where they can build with SAP and our team an opportunity to get their name displayed into the community, and we can put a more comprehensive plan together around that.
This sounds like a big opportunity for partners, and definitely something that if you're at least focused around HANA and related technologies, you don't want to miss out on.
We also have one for Leonardo. So there's a parallel community for SAP Leonardo that we also built and launched about a year ago, Sapphire, and there are about 3,200 members on that. The HANA's a little bit older, and so we've got about double those numbers in the HANA community. But between the two, with SAP HANA and SAP Leonardo, we have almost 10,000 people that we're reaching specifically through the community itself, which doesn't sound like a lot if you look at the entire world, but these are very gated. So the people that are joining these communities they really, really are interested in this topic, and so we're just weeding out all the ones, even though it's free to join, but we're weeding out the people that really are interested in the topic. So you have a very skewed, very interested audience, a quality audience. And we're always, by the way, we're looking for more partners to join in at the sponsor level, where, you know, if partners come in and they want to contribute content, that's fine. If they want to do a webinar for their topic here and there, that's fine, and we're welcoming them to do that. But if they want to put a strategic plan together and get a little more proactive with SAP and actually attacking those customers, understanding what the value is from their offering, having their customers come on as they want to give their own story, then we can set up a very proactive plan. But there's a little bit of investment involved with that, of course.
Super cool. Scott, it sounds a lot of exciting stuff for partners to leverage. And I just one thought that I work with the SAP Cloud Platform and the SAP HANA Learning Rooms. And there we, actually in the HANA Learning Room, one of the key building blocks that we say is a must visit is this, the SAP HANA International Focus Group is one of the core sort of content building blocks that they need to check out and participate in, because it's a lot of good content, as Scott mentioned, webinars, assets. So definitely check it out if you haven't yet. And Scott, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Come back again.
Thank you. And stay tuned. We're going to be going over to some other booths here.
RJ Bibby. I give an intro.
Awesome. I am here with one of our partners, NetApp, and RJ representing NetApp, and just been introduced from Scott.
And RJ's here.
I am.
He is one of our community sponsors, actually, and community partners that we just talked about.
That's correct. So a little bit about me. My name is RJ Bibby. I'm Chief of Staff for the SAP Global Alliance, and we're a 18-year technology partner of SAP's. And we're kind of a unique partnership. We do end-to-end data management in any type of hybrid environment. And our uniqueness as a partner is awesome because one, we co-innovate. We're a founding member of the Innovation Labs. So we have certified HANA gear in all the labs. We're co-innovating on blockchain. We're co-innovating on Leonardo. Anything that we can take to the edge to manage data and protect it is what we do. You are our largest customer, SAP, the last 2 years. So our big story together is NetApp on SAP on NetApp. So a bulk of the SAP products are built on NetApp, like SuccessFactors and Hybris. The other thing too, we're a big customer. We just went live on your CRM system, which is Hybris in the cloud. We're also doing SuccessFactors and Concur, and we're a proud HANA customer as well.
Sponsor.
There it is.
HANA customer and a sponsor of the community we just talked about.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It sounds like you guys are very much deeply into many things with SAP, and I guess the question might come up internally in your team as well is, well, enablement. How can I get my team to get the right skill set that they need, right? So how do you tackle this, and what can SAP offer you? What have you been leveraging in your colleagues?
No, it's a great question, because since we're a technology partner, we deal heavily not only with the field and the sales teams, because our go-to-market initiatives are either very strategic customer program by industry or by solution, and we work a ton with partners, whether it's the Ciscos, the Fujitsus, the WWTs of the world. So there's different ways that we do enablement. One is we go either through Partner Edge or through the HANA community with Scott. We also have our own partner academy as well, where people can actually get certified on SAP on NetApp, which has been extremely beneficial. But really the other thing is just the heavy lifting of enablement programs via the web, webinars, but we do a lot in the field. There are tons and tons of city tours that we do with ASUG. We're a big member of ASUG, so there's a lot of ways that people can get to us to learn how do we best maximize not only the relationship, but one of the key differentiators for NetApp is we can deploy SAP very quickly. What does that mean for SAP ecosystem and salespeople? It consumes SAP licenses. We deploy and do landscape management of SAP really fast in the 1,000-foot level. And there's different ways to be able to do that. And I think Scott here in his HANA community is one of the best places to go. ASUG and Partner Edge are the best ways to get enabled on what we do. And then from a NetApp.com perspective, same thing. We have our own partner community. As a matter of fact, one of the things that's going to be coming out of Sapphire is the negotiation of SAP getting into the NetApp partner community, something they really want to do.
Very interesting. And just a couple of moments ago, Scott and I, we spoke and presented the HANA International Focus Group. Is this something that you guys are aware of or leveraging, or is this something that, Scott, we definitely need to bring to their attention and make sure that they're...
Well, if partners are listening, I think that they'd be smart to think about how to get to the next level that we discussed on our prior conversation around how do we build a strategic plan with a key partner to develop opportunities together so that we can get those messages out to the customers that really want to consume those deliverables. And there's an entire annual plan that we've built around this, but you can only get to that level if you become a strategic partner within the community.
And our value in doing that in this partnership is a couple of ways. We're constantly looking in our 12,000 SAP customers that we have at NetApp. There's constant technical refreshes that need to happen. And there's this, the partnering of the purpose, we believe in that mantra as well. And there's this global to local way we look at things very tactically with SAP. So if we're in, I don't know, the Caribbean, but we have a technical refresh for an agricultural company that wants to move to HANA, there's ways we can position the joint teams to really attack that customer together. And as an advisor, and then using all these different tools to educate not only the customer but the field. So for us, it's been a win-win being part of the program.
Awesome.
It's been very valuable for SAP as well, having a strategic partner like NetApp in our community as a strategic go-to-market solution provider, as well as the partnership itself. The partnering has just been phenomenal, and the global plan, we're continuing to roll it out.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for your time. And I know it was a kind of a random fire.
This is how we do it in partnerships. We love it. This is Sapphire 2018.
Yeah, and I hope you're enjoying Global Partner Summit. Any word out there to the partners that you want to send? Anything from your side that really is cool? You found very interesting this year.
Absolutely, it's this. I think the thing that I find is running a partnership is getting with my other colleagues, just walking around, looking at the messaging, seeing what the plan is, what the market's saying, what the competition is doing, but.
Right? Yeah. Where do we combine together? What opportunities do we have to work together to build a solution that's better than one and one is more than two if we do it right?
And I think it's a great community. And I think the best thing about it, and don't sell it short, just getting face to face with your partners and really getting understanding of what's happening in the market, what the plan is, how we can initiate together. It's awesome. And I think that's the biggest value I get out of it. Anytime I get with Mr. Feldman, it's a win-win.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. RJ, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for NetApp. And Scott, appreciate it.
It's a lot of fun. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, everybody. It's a lot of fun.
Thanks all. So I'll be back in a bit. So we are going to go and check out some of the other booths here, and I'm just going to go over to the Virtual Academy booth, and this is one of the exciting topics that is leveraged a lot by our partners. So hang on for 1 second. So we are here and nearby the breakout theater number 2 and number 3, and we will be looking at the virtual studio in just a bit. And this is actually around SAP Ariba, Snap, SAP SuccessFactors, Partner Delivery Community, and SAP Hybris Customer Experience. So hang in for 1 second. So basically, these are some of the breakout sessions that are happening. And there's one to start right about now. So you can see we're here at the Success Factors booth and the Hybris one, customer experience, digital supply chain. SAP Leonardo machine learning. Another one of the hot topics. Then we got SAP Leonardo data intelligence. About SAP data network, data intelligence, IoT analytics, blockchain, big data, machine learning. A lot of cool topics. We've got partner innovation lifecycle services here. And we've got Google Cloud Platform in this corner. Nutanix on the other side. Hewlett Packard right about here. And getting ready for some of the interviews, preparations going on. Right over here, we have North American Marketing Concierge, SAP Digital, SAP App Center, and we've got Partner Managed Cloud and SAP Cloud Platform. So we'll be over right there in just a second. So you can see that there's this side of the corner, it's interestingly separated because we've actually got a lot of build-related content here. And just over here, look who I met. One of my former colleagues from the SAP Digital team, Amanda Mountain. Amanda, so good to see you.
Hi, Daniel. It's great to see you too. What can I do for you?
Well, so apologies, and I keep apologizing from everyone because this is a little bit new format. I'm walking around and we're trying to give the opportunity for anyone who joins in to just text me and message here live in the YouTube Live app.
So and they just kind of get to zoom in and see a little bit of what's happening on the show floor?
What's more, they can actually guide me and direct me and tell me, I'm interested in SAP Digital, for example. Take me to that booth and I would like to talk to the folks in the booth. For people who cannot be here or who are traveling or in a different location.
Okay.
So to offer them an opportunity to learn a little bit about what is SAP Digital, for example. So with that, what is SAP Digital?
Well, since we're at a partner event, I'm going to start with what is SAP Digital for partners. Awesome. And really we help the partners put the customer first. So if you think about it from the customer's perspective, they're not only interested in what they can buy from SAP, but they want the full scope of the ecosystem innovation. And right. So at Digital, we're not only making it easier for customers to do business with us, to do business digitally and online, but we're also helping the partners be able to do that too. So we have a few different ways we do that. The most visible is probably SAP App Center. And that is where we've got over 1,500 partner apps that are available for discovery, and hundreds of them are actually even available to buy. Secondly, we help make it easier for the partners to do business with their customers. So that would be for the VARs who sell like Business One or Business by Design. Right. For them to be able to transact with their customers digitally, we power everything under that. And then the third way would be more for the SI partners who are doing development for our customers on SAP Cloud Platform. And so we've put a digital face to that product so that it can actually be consumption-based, and it's a much more flexible, agile way for development to happen. and so the SI partners benefit from that.
Super cool. What? So basically today, the partners can buy, they can sell, they can consume, right?
Yes.
All of these products and services from SAP, which previously wasn't necessarily the case or not in this format, right?
Yeah, not in such a coherent, connected way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And what are some of the questions that you got today, and that was maybe sort of new to the partners in their learning? So when you have partners come over to your booth, what is it that they ask you typically?
Well, honestly, the very first thing most people ask is, what is SAP Digital? Which is why I'm thrilled to do the interview, because I think we really need to let everybody know that you can do business online with SAP, you can do business digitally, and that there's this avenue. We just need to raise awareness. The second question, though, is how can I get on App Center? So I'm pretty happy with that one.
Super cool. And just across SAP Digital, we actually have the SAP App Center. So just a little bit of peek over there. We've got colleagues there at the booth. So we'll step also and try to get them as well. But so when you get a partner asking, they typically ask about, well, how can I get started? So what are some of the easy first steps that you can recommend for partners?
Well, the very first thing to do would go to sapappcenter.com and just check it out and see what's already up there. Identify which lines of business or which industries you'd want your app associated with. And there's Contact Us available there, which would get you, the starter email to just go ahead and explore and get started right away.
Super cool. And in regards to products, are there some sort of trials or some sort of those that partners can leverage and that they can use?
Absolutely. We encourage partners to do a full spectrum with us. So you can start with listing, but you could also have trials on there, demos, right up to being transactable. And so, you can just check around and see which apps are up there available for trial. And there are plenty.
Super cool. Amanda, thank you so much for this brief overview of what SAP Digital is and what you guys do. And I think as a partner, you definitely need to know and be aware of what SAP is driving in this sense. And it's great to know that really about the various possibilities partners can leverage. So any final thoughts or any advice to partners who cannot be here today but are joining in from wherever?
Yes, please follow us on @SAP Digital. You can learn a lot of stuff that way and enjoy the ride with Daniel. I would follow him everywhere.
Awesome. Amanda, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So we're actually going to go and check out some of the other booths here. So hang tight for a couple of seconds. So it looks quite busy here over at the SAP App Center, but I'll try coming back and grab a hold of some of the booth staffers there. Here we're at the Partner Managed Cloud, and then Innovate with SAP Cloud Platform booth. So I'll see if I can grab one of these folks here. So I am here with Rohan Patel, Head of Partner Support Programs. Thanks for accepting this on I keep apologizing this whole time because I just go and ask people to talk in front of a microphone, which sometimes isn't the most natural thing to do, but thanks so much for taking the challenge.
No problem at all. No problem at all. So I work for the support organization within support delivery, and I'm responsible for the partner support programs at SAP. So any partner who today is implementing software and has a post-implementation responsibility to support delivery to their customers, we are kind of responsible for the terms and conditions of what they're delivering. And it's actually a great time, a really interesting time now with all the cloud and the hybrid landscapes. So the key thing now is not telling partners what to do, but listening to them and understanding what it is that their customers are demanding of them. Because obviously, as we look to take a more and more customer-centric approach to what it is that we're doing, we need to be able to drive that through the partners in terms of giving them the enablement and the knowledge to deliver, but also understanding the complexities that they're facing every day. So for me, I think that's really cool, and it's probably the most engaged the partners have ever been with us, because there are so many opportunities out there for the partners, and just reducing that level of complexity for the customers. So that's what it's all about for me.
Super cool. And what is the typical questions that you get from partners when they explore these solutions? What is it that they ask, and what are some of the guiders that you can give them to get started with in this regards?
So in the role that we have, the main question that we get from partners is, how do we drive value through support at the right stage of the customer lifecycle? And even that's evolving today. So if we look at it on premise, it's a very segmented approach. You know, you have the implementation, you have the adoption, and then you have post-sales support, and then you move on. Whereas what we see now in some of those cloud topics, which is not our traditional area, is the ongoing nature of support as we look to drive customer success through the lifecycle management to reduce, let's say, the risk of non-renewal.
Right.
And so what you find is that the customer support strategy is moving earlier within lifecycle management, that's the number one topic that we face. And all the meetings I've had today so far have always all focused on that. So it's been really interesting. Yeah. So we need to change. We need to change.
Right. And so I guess that's one of the key concerns for a partner, for that their customers are not going to renew, and there could be a drop in the renewal rate, right? I guess it's a key topic. So in that sense, how well can we help them? How much is there like enablement topics or options that they can choose from? Or if they're interested in that specifically, where should they go to find more information?
Sure. Well, to find more information on those kind of topics, there's definitely the enablement side of things. Absolutely. So I know you guys are doing a lot of training and upskilling. I don't know if you seeded that question, but for me, that's definitely somewhere where I would point them. I think also PSD is with a lot of the kind of topics that they're automizing, getting partners ready from a sales perspective. I think it's really strong there as well. But ultimately, I think we're sitting in a little bit of a gray zone, I think, at the moment, especially when I look at supportability of the applications. Because support, it's primarily a technical topic, but also we're really looking at the adoption of functions and how we fit in the business process to the functions that are required and delivered through the product. So I'd really actually say a lot of pre-sales enablement is really where a lot of that sits.
Super cool. Patel, thank you so much for, Rohan, thank you so much for all these insights. And what is it that today, partners in 2018 in this Global Partner Summit, what is the one thing that if a partner comes, they should not miss? What is it that we can tell them to definitely come and check out? Of course, there's many things, but if you were a partner areas where you want to make sure that you have an ongoing business and that keeps renewing and you keep on getting happy customers.
Yep.
What is it that you would tell them if you only do that one thing, then you benefited?
Well, if I ask for a second, it's interesting. We need to understand, to answer that question, what is it that the partners want? And at the end of the day, partners are in here to run their business in a profitable way. So if I was to send them to one particular area, I would send them across to the cloud profitability area. Because when you look at the role and the way in which profitability is driven, the upfront cost of the sale and the implementations are all taken, but they need to really appreciate how it is that they're going to be profitable over the renewal period and what it is that they need to do to maintain and get that mechanics about it.
Super. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for your time, and thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thank you very much.
So I'm from the Global Partner Summit, and I'll be walking around to some other booths and try to grab some other folks here.
Cool. Thank you.
Stay tuned. Thank you so much for joining into this live session and live video stream from the SAP Global Partner Summit 2018. So we had a chance to talk to some very interesting people and partners, SAP colleagues as well. The idea is to give you guys a sneak peek into what's happening and what is the atmosphere here in this year at the Global Partner Summit. I am now going to head down to Bill McDermott's keynote, and we have actually a couple hours left of the summit. Tomorrow, Sapphire starts. A lot of interesting packed agenda, so you definitely don't want to miss that. Stay tuned on all the other streams that are happening. With this, I'm going to thank you for your attention, and see you later.